Hey everyone, so first of all, I hope you guys all had a good Christmas. Today I actually decided to try out that funky new deck going around, EKKO ZILEAN. Since it was Christmas, I didn't get to play all day or anything, so I'm not an expert in this deck, but it was definitely fun trying it out. From what I gather, it's basically just a more aggro version of EKKO ZILEAN. I think the versions in the past used to be more control oriented and pretty slow, but this deck is interesting because it tries to use the drop orders that you get for free and the cheap units like Fallen Feline, and even the clocklings that you get, and then combines them with Voices of the Risen. And so EKKO is really easy to level up in this deck. You only need to predict 4 times to level him up, and you honestly every card in your deck pretty much predicts, it feels like. And so once you level up EKKO, you just play a Voice of the Risen, and all of your allies get +2 attack. And so a lot of the time you end up with just a full board of 5-6 allies, and they all do crazy 3 to 5 even more damage. And since you're leveling up a champion so easy to enable Voice of the Risen, you're also going to want to play Absolver. The Absolver just allows you to go +4 and +2 onto an ally when you use both copies, and then Overwhelm. Because the Absolver only gives you +2, +1, but then if you've leveled a champion this game, you create the Absolver's Return, which gives you an extra copy after you play this, which is another 2 mana spell that gives +2, +1 Overwhelm. So yeah, all your units combined with Voice of the Risen, and then throwing in an Absolver on an attack, especially on EKKO, because EKKO has a lot of attack, especially combined with Voices. Then you throw Absolver onto him, and you could potentially have leveled up is 5, Voice of the Risen gives you 2 more, so he's 7, Absolver could give you 4 more, so you have 11 Overwhelm Quick Attack EKKO. Theoretically, if you were able to get the EKKO leveled up and Voices and a Absolver. But then on top of that, the really broken part about this deck is that when EKKO levels up, he puts these 3 different Chrono Breaks into your deck. And I can't actually find the card since it's a created card. You can't actually run it in your deck normally. It's a token card, so this website doesn't have it. But what it is a 3 mana slow speed spell that makes it so you revive all of your allies that died that round and gives you a rally. So on top of having this crazy wide board that's really buffed with Voices of the Risen, potentially buffed with Absolver, once EKKO levels up, whenever you strike, you end up getting a time trick that costs 0 mana. And so you try to use that prediction into a Chrono Break, and then whatever died that round gets revived, and you get a second attack. So even if they had a wide board into your wide board, you just trade everything down, and then revive everything back, and then you just have your same crazy attack again. Then even on top of that, you have Burn, the Ruinous Path. If you've slain a unit this round, you drain 2 from the enemy Nexus, means you also heal a little bit, and it draws you. Then you just have straight up Mystic Shots. Fallen Feline gives you these Hexite Crystals. They go to the bottom 10 cards of your deck, but when you're predicting and you're shuffling your deck around, you actually can draw this. And what that does is it does 2 damage to everything on the opponent's board, even the Nexus. So it's a little bit of burn, but what's crazy is you can actually use this to wipe entire boards sometimes before you even go in for the crazy attack. And technically you could even rally on top of that. And then lastly, you also have these Time Bombs from ZILEAN. It's a 2 mana landmark that deals 1 damage to everything on the enemy board and their Nexus. And so yeah, you have a decent amount of burn. You have a lot of little cheap units that get buffed up, and then you can even rally. And it's pretty insane. It's a really aggressive deck. It's pretty fun. I already mentioned a lot of the cards, but I'll just go through them really fast in case you guys don't know what they do. So Frail Prescience, pretty simple, just a 0 mana predict. Ancient Prep, 1 mana landmark predict that will give you a clockling in 2 turns. Drop border you don't want to keep in your mulligan even though it's a 1 drop, except for maybe against aggro you could consider it. But for the most part, you're going to want to predict, because when you predict and you see this in the prediction, it just gets summoned to your board for free. Fallen Feline gives you the Hexite Crystal I mentioned. Scrying Sands is a predict 1 mana burst speed spell that gives an enemy -2 attack as well. It can be used as kind of a combat trick to keep something alive, or it can save you 2 HP, but again, it's mainly just a predict. Flying Chronomancer, pretty decent unit that predicts. Time Trick, just a 2 mana burst speed spell that predicts, and then you actually draw what you predicted, which is pretty good for getting your combo pieces. ZILEAN predicts and creates the Time Bombs. And also, by the way, if you don't know what ZILEAN does, when he levels up after destroying 2 Time Bombs, he makes it so that any card you play that round after he levels up, you get fleeting copies of that card the next turn. So it's pretty crazy if you can manage to level him up. Station Archivist is pretty good. A lot of times you want to search for burn. From my experience, you usually want to draw this later into the game and look for your burn. But when you play it, you just pick a spell in the top 5 cards of your deck and then create an exact fleeting copy of it. So it can be used to double up your burn sometimes. It's insanely good if you can end up finding a Hexite Crystal from this. And yeah, EKKO again. You just need to predict 4 times. Super easy to do in this deck. Before he levels up and you strike, you get a fleeting Time Trick in hand, but it still costs 2 mana, so it isn't great. Once you level up, those cost 0. Again, Time Trick, you just predict and then draw what you predicted. And mainly you're going to want to look for those Chrono Breaks. so you can revive your whole board and rally. Yeah, that's basically it. A couple of things to take note of is that I hear this is really bad against dragons and Pantheon, and what kind of sucks is that I was actually playing against those a lot today, so I lost quite a bit of games to like dragons and Pantheon. I mean, I even saw a couple people playing dragons and Pantheon the same deck, like playing Shyvanna and Pantheon, and I did manage to beat them one time out of like 4, I think, so it does seem unfavored. It seemed pretty unfair a lot of the time. But what's really cool is that whenever I played against aggro today with this deck, it felt like just the freest games. I would just like hard mulligan looking for fallen felines, and then I would just keep predicting, trying to find the Hexite Crystal, and as soon as you do, they can't really do anything into it. Because like they see the card in their hand, so it makes it awkward. They don't really want to develop, and just basically wipe their board whenever you need to. The only kind of lame thing is that, again, I didn't play a million games because it was Christmas, but when I was playing against it earlier in the week, I think I was getting high rolled, and it made the deck seem better than it actually was. Because they were constantly leveling up EKKO like exactly on turn 4, maybe 5 at the latest. And then they always had like Voice of the Risen, and they'd always get drop borders off their like first couple predicts, and it was just insane. But for my playing today, you don't always get that. You're not always going to predict into drop borders or Hexite Crystals. You may not even draw your EKKO to be able to use like Voice of the Risen effectively or Absolver. So I'm not sure how exactly consistent this deck is. But again, to be fair, I was still winning games today, and I didn't ever like nut out and get some crazy like high roll openers. And so yeah, I don't know if I was just unlucky, but it felt like a fun deck, but not necessarily like tier 1 or anything. Especially if you're just running into Pantheon all day and dragons. Yeah, maybe you guys will try it out and let me know in the comments below if you do try it out and it does really well for you. There's a couple people I follow on Twitter have been like praising this deck, saying it's really good. Maybe if I played it more I would feel the same, but at the moment it just seems like a decent fun deck. It definitely can compete, like you can definitely climb with it and stuff, but I'm not sure how it ranks against like the other top decks in the meta right now. Yeah, anyways, that's about it. If you guys haven't subscribed already, I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe. Maybe even like the video. Everything helps out. And if you want to see me play anything in the near future, you can leave a comment below. I make a Runeterra video every single day, so the extra ideas are definitely useful. And I hope you guys like it. Thanks. Oh, my bad. So I hear this deck is not that good into dragons or Pantheon. Let's just see about that. Oh shit. I guess we'll take the feline. We predicted once.
Come hither, you beasts of glory.
Do I ever just smoke that right now?
As foretold.
I mean, I think I need EKKO. There's too many. I've played can't even talk. I played a couple games before this, and EKKO is like the most important card. I'm gonna attack just in case he has a 3-drop. Like, we're kind of missing out on 2 damage if he doesn't, and we did kill the Herald, so we're kind of playing around him having Shyvanna instead of that, but I'd still rather take the guaranteed 2 damage instead of being awkward and playing this and then like not really wanting to attack into the 2/4 wounded White Flame. Oh, we got punished. Honestly, you're probably supposed to Scrying Sands, but that just feels a bit silly. I guess we'll just play Zilean. So Zilean gives us 3. We play EKKO, we can like burst speed this if we have to. To level up EKKO. What is this song?
dragon blood.
Yeah, he did have Shyvanna.
Heart. Let the blood boil.
The way.
Hem bombs aren't really that good in the dragons, huh?
Suffer my fury.
Come on, cat. We got a cozy home for you.
If we had one more mana, we could actually play this and Absolver. I mean, we can still play Absolver, but we can't play like the extra copy from leveling up a champion. So if he has any like strike spell, like single combat, strafing,
The prophecies ring
not very
true.
good.
Heading topside.
Shit. If he just lets us go through, it's kind of awkward. But I kind of want to save it for like single combat or something. Damn. Now we don't get the discounted time trick. Cringe. I messed up.
All coming back to you.
Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to just like pre-commit the scrying onto like screeching. And then we save a mana. Maybe not though. Maybe it's good that we save this. For like defensive purposes. Like on this guy being dragging this guy. We really don't want him to play the 7-drop Eclipse.
End them. Break them.
And the question is, do we do Absolver with Scrying Sands? Or do we just let it die? Maybe we just do like the Absolver to like kill his dragon? Okay. Okay.
Like me.
We don't need another one of these. I think we skip. Shit. We can actually beat Single, but he's gonna have probably another spell. Maybe the free one, I guess. Does it not have another like buff spell or another strike? Okay. We leveled up Zillion at least. I don't know what we can really do with that. Not really putting any pressure on. at the moment. We do have this though, now that we leveled up a champion.
To speak and be heard. That is true power.
This is kind of a lot of damage.
Hey, don't worry. We'll fix you right up.
I guess I shouldn't have done that, right? I mean, that was a 0 mana. Wait, was that a 0 mana one? What did I use? Okay, it was 0 mana. Maybe I shouldn't have played drop border, because maybe I get more damage by just playing this absolver onto something, like this one, for example. Because I mean, I got like an extra 4 damage through because he has to block this. But I could have put like, he would have blocked this, let's say, right? And then we would have absolvered here, so we got 4. And then we'd get 5 more. So we got 1 more damage. It wouldn't really matter though, right? I think we have to actually just kill Shyvanna then, which sucks, but... The only way he beats us is like single onto this, but then that dies, and then I guess Shyvanna stays alive, which is pretty good for him. I mean, actually, maybe we should have pushed the extra 2 damage now I think about it, and like, we could have got like a Mystic shot out, because we are looking to draw, right? I forgot we run burn in this deck. There's no get excited, but there is Mystic shots, and there technically is the crystal too, so yeah, we probably should have pushed the extra 2 damage. It was almost guaranteed. And then just look for this like time trick into like Mystic or Hexite. I guess that makes sense. Although Voice of Risen makes our board kind of scary.
We were forged in Dragon.
I don't want him to kill that. Maybe another unit. Because again, I want these Hexite crystals.
Slip through my pores.
Damn it. What could his hand be? It's another dragon. It could honestly be Asol, but maybe he felt like that was too slow and like would tap him out.
Some will ascend. All will become legends.
So each one of these is threatening lethal.
Here they come.
We can protect this. I mean, he'd be like really ahead though, I feel like, if we didn't kill Shyvanna that turn, so maybe pushing that extra damage would have been bad.
Don't let them through.
This is single combat then, right? I'm glad he used this one. And And then we want to draw probably a spell, right? Station Arcus. It's like a thing and a spell. Next turn. Yeah, we got rid of the whole board. But he probably has like Asol to play. Shyvanna, that's scary. Okay. I have to block both because he has literally lethal if I don't.
The heavens diminish without my attention.
Revive all allies that die this round. Rally doesn't do anything against his board, right? I have to just take Hexite Crystal. But again, this does mean that we have Hexite Crystal in the top 5 cards of our deck.
What's the motive?
Okay. So we know that like the only things in our top couple cards in the deck are this and what else was it? I don't know. Oh, like a scrying sand or something. But we might get another Hexite Crystal soon, like in the next 2 turns, which means we can win.
I do love an audience.
Let's go for it. Let's see what happens. Yeah, if we left that Shyvanna alive that other turn, then he would have had Shyvanna that next turn, and then he probably would have been able to outplay everything because he would have had that dragon spell, right? So I think we were right to use Absolver to kill his Shyvanna there. And yeah, that was a fucking weird game. I don't think it played how the deck's supposed to be played, but and I don't think we're supposed to even beat dragons that much, I heard, but I mean, yeah, it worked out there. Draven Jinx. I think for this deck or this matchup, we're gonna want those Hexite Crystals pretty bad. So like honestly, this isn't even that bad. Honestly, the healing is not even that bad. But again, I don't think we can afford to not get some early units. Like this, at least is like a unit, and it gets us a predicts. I want to have nothing to play here. I think we need like early units. Fucking not that one. I mean, maybe it is this.
Better dead than topside. Watch out.
Because yeah, I'm worried about him playing a bunch of units, and so like I'd probably rather have this unit down than like play this and not have any unit. Hey, we want those Hexite Crystals because like all his board is like really scraggly and ugly and fat. I don't know why I said that. It's not that. Okay. I'm kind of scared of like a what's it called? Sorry, this song is distracting. I'm afraid of crowd favorite. Hexite Crystal. Let's go. Let's skip. I mean, I like both those options, honestly.
What has been done? We can, Timekeeper.
No need to attack, because we can wipe his whole board whenever we want. Like, what does he do now? Like, when we just hold this up, isn't that just... Oh, fuck.
Like buildings. Our people.
Oh, it's not bad. But time bombs are a bit better. Maybe actually Mystic Shot's better. I mean, he shouldn't be able to empty his hand this fast, should he?
Screaming helps not at all. These are my streets. No help?
You did precisely 0 damage. What the f— hey, why do I keep drawing these? I want them for free. Yeah, but what does he do now? Like, his Jinx is gonna get weak, That's gonna wipe his whole board regardless of what he does, and even if he and then I'm just holding a hexite crystal that he can see in my hand so I can wipe his entire board whenever I want. That's so fucked up. What does he do? Okay, okay. MF GP. We want our early drops. We want a hexite crystal real bad. Okay, perfect. This kind of iffy to keep. I mean, he doesn't predict. Okay, this is pretty good. So I'm gonna want to predict after I play the second fallen feline.
No one's the wiser.
I'm down for it to just fucking die right here. They probably don't. Yep. To take the damage. I'm gonna want to play this one, then predict.
Oh, I've never met
Let's go. He low rolled.
everything's in place.
Sorry, I had to sneeze. You die. You die. I take approximately 1 damage.
Damn it.
Shit. That's not good. We'll just predict again. Next turn. This will be there on our next defense, which is really good. Predict again. Give me a hexite crystal. Unlucky. Honestly, Zillion with time bombs is pretty cracked. But I kind of just really want these crystals.
I don't want to meet whatever woke you up.
No prey, no pay.
It can be undone.
Osu, help!
True. Okay.
Coming in hot! Slip through my pores!
Okay, we played 3 hexite crystals. If we get one right here, we are bing chilling. Please. Fuck. Okay. Dude, if we got a hexite, we have 3 hexite crystals in our deck, and we've actually predicted a good amount of times, I think. So if we were able to just mystic shot this, and then hexite crystal, his whole board's dead. We have a huge attack next turn. Like, we just win. We just simply win. But now it's looking like not good.
It's not safe.
I mean, this is the end of the world, damage-wise. We'll probably keep up Mystic for now, just in case.
Things aren't gonna improve themselves.
Case of like a please, Hexite Crystal. Zillion, not that good. Honestly, Scrying Sand isn't that bad either. Oh, we give us another predict. Maybe I was supposed to do that because Scrying Sand is like guaranteed, kind of like healing too, and then we get another predict for more Hexites. Okay, it's not that bad.
Heading topside.
We really need a Hexite Crystal. That's pretty good. He should have blocked just to be safe. Because now we don't die. We get 5 damage in and we get a free time trick. Now please, please give me Hexite. Okay, give me 3 Hexites. That's a fucking unit. What is his spell? Draw 1, create a parallel convergence. No. Give me something else.
Coming back to me now.
Bro, give me a fucking Hexite Crystal. Please.
Fuse is lit.
Just give me a Hexite crystal. Oh my god, there is a god. Okay.
Now, then,
Let's go.
victory at any cost.
I don't really want a safety block and take extra damage from this. We could just do this. Take 3 damage because 1, 2, 3. That's it.
You guys gonna be okay?
Run while you can.
Maybe do this. Just heal a little bit. I kind of wanted to do this, but like you just create the parallel convergence. You don't actually like, get it. You know what I mean? All right, nice. Yeah, we wait. So all we had to do is search for the Hexite crystal. It took way longer than I feel like it should have. With 3 different, we placed 3 in our deck, and then predicted so many different times. But at least we finally hit it when we need to. And then it's just kind of GG at that point, right, against aggro. All right, we got Bandle tree. That sucks. Well, let's see what we can do. Get out of here. Okay. Fallen feline. Turn 1. Never has cannon here, right? Of course he has cannon here. I was kidding. It only makes sense.
Wind and thunder.
Wind and thunder. Okay, so we predict. First predict. Boom, free card. That's lit. Give me a zillion bucket.
Always rely on you to keep us safe.
Let me see your technique.
Is that correct? See if I get another.
Sorry.
What? I'm actually gonna shoot that mayor, cause that'll delay his going off turn. Like,
Make a speech.
if I shoot his mayor, like the thing is I want to stall his win con, and mayor can like he could play like a bunch of units. I mean not a bunch, but he could like at least next turn he could play a bunch. Oh, we'll do this for a free predict, right? Oh, never mind. We won't have enough. I thought we were on 3 out of 4. I was thinking we take the free predict and we play EKKO this turn.
Hey, if it isn't that cat I rescued this morning.
I mean, we didn't really need to play EKKO then, right? If we don't even have the mana to use his ability and we can't level him up this turn, we probably should just play Zillion this turn. Although it is a lot of damage. Like, it's gonna force him to block this one. Unless he has, what, like double pokey? And imagine we could level him up. Oh wait, he's just taking the damage. I guess EKKO was worth right there then. It's 4 damage. Oh, so he probably has flock or whatever, but he couldn't do it mid-combat, so it was like no point. Yeah. I actually could level him up, but it doesn't do anything.
You over?
Exile crystal for free. Oh, maybe we should have leveled him up for Absolver. I didn't think about that. Fuck.
All paths lead me here.
Yeah, maybe we should have just like hit him with the Feral and Scrying to level up EKKO so that we get an Absolver. It actually works for Overwhelm.
Go, grab my hat, comb my mustache.
I think I actually just Hexa Crystal after he plays a bunch of cards. Drop order, that's pretty good. That's some burn, pretty good. I'm gonna just do it right now. Makes it so he can't play this. Yeah, we just go in. Hope it's enough. Been doing a lot of damage. He's down to 3. Then we just ruin his path.
Are you ready? Let's take it for a spin.
And then now we just need to find Mystic Shot. Yeah. Or like another ruinous path, right? Nice.
I think we have something on that case.
Let's go. That was a pretty aggressive game. We didn't have to get Voices of the Risen or anything either. You didn't have to even level up EKKO. Just straight up bunch of little shitty units attacking over and over again.